This is the pullulan polymer. If you see the question paper of UPSC in 2019, 20, 21 and 22, you will find some of the question related to the polymer. Some of the direct question, what is this one? They are giving a term and asking a question, what is it related to? किससे exactly relate करता है? So the similar question we framed here. This was in the news and it is related to. First statement is saying a biodegradable substitute for plastic bags made from ethylene. Second statement is saying a biomaterial widely used in the healing of the wounds. Third, a cancer-causing agent found in the Teflon-coated utensils. And a D, a herbicidal substance synthesized in the generally modified crops. So answer is the B only. It's a biomaterial widely used in the healing of the wounds. So this type of question you will find in the examination. It's not like we need a deeper study to know this polymer. We just know ki hai kya, what's the work of this polymer only. So we need to focus on our study as per the perspective of the examination. If you're going, I can say, you're reading a magazine or 12 months of the institution, of the any institution following. You are covering almost 400 topics there. And tell me, in the last 5 years, how many questions from those 400 topics has been asked? So if I can say in the 2022 paper, from the any institution magazine, XYZ institution magazine, there were not more than 2-3 topics. If you're reading the 450 topics and you're not getting only 2-3 topics, then what is the ROI, return on investment kya hai? So it's become very painful कि जब हम देखते हैं कि everybody is picking up the magazine, using a shortcut there and following the magazine blindly without taking a look at the question paper of the UPSC, how they are asking, what is the major focus of the UPSC for the questions and how they are framing the questions. So this would be our USP. जब भी आप पढ़ रहे हो तो उसको उस तरीके से ही देखना है कि how it can be asked in the examination, even it in the prelims or in the mains. इससे दो फायदा होगा. One, you can be impact, आपकी स्टडी जो होगी वो impactful होगी and you will know कि मैंने ये पढ़ा है तो इस तरीके का पूछा गया है या पूछा जाएगा. And your resources will be constrained. Means the technique of less is more. You are reading the less things and you are getting the more in the examination. So this is, you need to think about it. Okay. Now let's see about this polymer. This is a biomaterial derived from the specific fungus Oreobasidium. So you can write the name of this fungus, Oreobasidium. This is a biomaterial which is derived from a fungus Oreobasidium, and this is an exopolysaccharide. So here it's also need to know about what is the exopolysaccharides. Means if a fungus is growing in a medium, they are releasing this polymer in that medium. Take an example here. If I can say this is a medium where the fungus is growing, and this is the fungus, fungus A we can say. This is releasing this polymer in the medium itself. So this area is known as the exopoly. Means outside the fungus body they are releasing this polymer in the growing medium. Means they are releasing this pullulan polymer in a growing medium. So this is known as the exopolysaccharides. This is a biomaterial and can be used successfully, used ho bhi raha hai, and can also be used in a multiple application. And it's very useful in the biomedical sector. Biomedical sectors mein this is a highly used polymer because it can be used to treatment of the wounds. So it's having the application in the each and every case, and in the maximum disease is having its role. It can also be used in the food industry, cosmetic industry, and the pharmaceutical industry as well. So there can be a statement. If this is a multiple statement question, then there can be statements can also be used in the food production industry. It can also be used in the packaging industry also. So this is the application based question. So two type of the question can be framed here. One, directly what is this one? The second, what is the application of this polymer and how it's a exopolysaccharides or the endopolysaccharides. Endopolysaccharides is inside the body, they are releasing it on. Okay. Non-mutagenic mutations nahi hota. If you see about take an example of the coronavirus. Initially, a variant of coronavirus comes into the market, variant A. Then it is converted into the variant A1. Then again, it's converted into the variant A2. And then it is reached to the XYZ variant, we can say. So, जो ये process हो रहा है इसको बोलते हैं mutation. There is something changing in the genetic material of the virus. So it's a mutation. The polymer is non-mutagenic means उसमें mutation नहीं होगा. It's a stable one. So if it's stable one, that can be used anywhere. There will be no mutation in the products. Like we can say we are using any like any facial product we are using for a longer time, having the expiry date of 2 years, 3 years, means there will be no change in between the 2-3 years. Product में कोई change नहीं होगा. Similarly, there will be no change in the polymer if we are using it for a longer time. Means there will be no mutation, means non-mutagenic, we can say here. Or in the case of like we can say like you are using any tablets, drugs, we can say tablets. PCM आप लोग use करते हैं या फिर you are using the any antibiotics. They are having the expiry dates. Like you can use for 2 years, you can use it for 3 years. After the 2-3 years, their efficacy start decreasing. Means they start reacting with the environment, or they can be any other thing also. So in that case, we cannot recommend after the 2 years of the expiry, you cannot use these products. But in the case of this polymer, there is something, this is a stable product. Means there is a very less chance or there is no chance of the mutation. If we are applying on the wounds for a longer time, there will be a no reaction on the human body. So that's the term non-mutagenic comes here. Okay. Disinfecting the wounds and hastening the process of the healing. So this is the main application of this polymer. And how it is used? It is mixed with, in a form of the powdery form. We make the powder form of it and mix with some liquid and apply it on a body part. So this process is not required कि कैसे apply होता है, क्या होता है. Just to say what is the application, what is the polymer, and how it can be used, and what is the it's a mutagenic or the non-mutagenic. So this is the process about the polymer. There are some of the question already asked in the UPSC. Let's do all those questions also. This was the question in 2019. ये सबको ही पता होगा. What is the Cas9 protein that is often mentioned in the news? So Cas9, similarly, in the place of the Cas9 protein, there can be a polymer. This was in the news, so it's meant to be. So it's a molecular seizure used in the targeting gene. It's a biosensor. It's a gene make plant pest resistant herbicidal. So answer is A here. It's a molecular seizure used in the targeting gene editing. Anybody can tell the name of the enzyme which is used in the seizuring of the DNA, molecular seizure? This is technology, not the name of the enzyme. I'm asking the name of the enzyme. तो यही एक गैप है जो ब्रिज करना है. You know this is used for as a molecular seizure. But what is the enzyme which is mainly used as a molecular seizure? Restriction endonuclease. So you can write restriction endonuclease. So this is a variety of enzymes which were used in the biotechnology as a molecular seizure. So ये जो गैप है आपकी स्टडी में, you need to fill that gap. तो क्लैरिटी उसके साथ ही आना शुरू हो जाएगा. Okay. So let's move to the second question. Restriction endonuclease. ENDO and nucleus. Endonuclease. The term ACE2 is talked about in the context of spread of viral disease. Anybody can tell the full form of ACE? So this is the, you can see how you are focusing on the PYQs. This is the ACE2. If they are asking about the ACE1, then ACE3. A is for angiotensin. Angiotensin convertase enzyme. Angiotensin convertase enzyme. ACE. ACE inhibitor. These are mainly used, playing a role in the spread of the viral disease. They are present in the human body and released by the human body only. Okay. If you are doing ACE inhibitors, we are in ACE inhibitors के नाम से famous होते हैं. So any drugs we are preparing, any drugs we are manufacturing, we are checking their effect through the ACE inhibitors on the heart. Means beta blocker पे क्या effect होगा and the other thing. That's the higher studies we can say. But you need to know कि है क्या exactly and इसका role क्या है. These two things you need to know only. Okay.